Okay. 3, 2, 1. I look like I'm in jail. Kadelikado eh. Yeah. Oh my God. Magkuha sa kogtik. Tawel. Ganyan ako sa kababa. Aray. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure na it looks like video nga background video like those. I'm just in my duyan, or like what you call this, a hammock. I'm currently at the back of our house and I love to sit in this hammock. I actually was the one that put this hammock myself. It offers me a great view of the back of the subdivision. Actually, we live in a subdivision and we are located at the very back of the subdivision. So consider this view that we have, the back part of the subdivision. So I'd rather just like lay down and think about my life and the decisions that I made and what I'm thinking about. I kind of also am like scared sometimes, because what if just like at the back part this is just like a lot of greenery and like stuff, I don't know, and I'm scared if like a snake would suddenly like show up. Today we're gonna talk about what I want to be in hopes that you'll realize what you want to be. So let's think. I want to be a psychologist. Even though I don't have a full understanding of how the human brain works. I just want to have that ability of giving people that tool or that advice to help them go on with their lives, you know? Well, I don't want to like change how a person might think, but I want to aid them on how they should view this world so that they'll help themselves in order to be better. It was also my mom's dream to be a psychologist, and partly that is also the reason why I want to be a psychologist, because my mom wanted to be a psychologist, but because of financial problems, she wasn't able to take on a psychology course. And it, of course, in order to be a psychologist, it would require to have extensive education, which they couldn't afford. But now, given that circumstances have changed and we're not doing really great, but we're good right now, so I have much more freedom in taking the course that I want, and that is what I want. And it's ironic that I want to be a psychologist and I'm like a depressed weirdo myself, you know, like like sometimes I'm like scared, like I think about the decision that I might take, and like I'm scared because what if everything fails, or like circumstances change, then what would I pick? Or like what if I would be able to graduate in a psychology undergraduate course, but I wouldn't be able to take an additional medicine. I wouldn't be able to enter medicine school. Like I always think about the what ifs, you know, and like there's a struggle in me that recognizes the dangers and like the negativity of thinking the what if questions, but I also can't help it. I'm learning a lot of stuff about myself while I'm talking to you guys. I don't know if anyone is gonna view this. Well, hopefully I do, because I would love to learn how I thought about things when I was 16 years old. And I just hope that in the future I become something, you know, someone that is of great significance or like of great importance, and like I hope that I'll just be an independent somebody, because right now like independence scare me. I look stressed, like I look haggard, but that's okay. It's a banana. Look, you can't see, but there's like a banana tree right there, and there's like puso ng saging. Okay, going back, what would I say more now? Because I really thought that if I just spoke in front of a camera and like had a microphone in my hand, I would be like a podcaster, but it would take so much work in order to be a podcaster, you know. You'd have to know what you're talking about, and what you're saying would make enough points for people to would make enough of a good point in order for people to like agree with you and understand you. I really thought I could do that, but maybe not yet. Maybe in the future. We don't know. But for now, what I'm going to talk about is the things that I am pretty sure of. And that would be... I'm sleepy. 3 p.m. of the 15th of April, year of 2026. And I'm starting this little project of like starting a podcast or diary or whatever this is, because I want to be a vlogger. I want to be a YouTube person. Not really popular. Well, it's been always my dream. It's been always my dream to be a YouTuber, you know? Like, when I remember when I was in 4th grade, I think, I had a YouTube channel. I had a full-blown YouTube channel. And it didn't get a lot of views. It didn't get a lot of subscribers. But I really put my heart into it, you know. When I did have a YouTube channel, I remember I had 2. It was called Mr. Slicer. I don't even know why it was called Mr. Slicer. It got deleted, or it was gone. I feel like it was banned. Yeah. But then the second channel, which is Mr. Slicer 2, it was titled Mr. Slicer 2. It had a larger amount of subscribers, but it wouldn't be large. It was 73. It was 73. I had 73 subscribers, and I had a lot of videos with that with my friends. I even remember making a video with my cousin. It was like this coin challenge, but it was fake because he really thought that if he would win the challenge, I would give him the coins, but it was like just for a video. So that was pretty dumb. I also made a lot of videos. Like, it was like just a diary of my everyday life when I was in the 5th grade. When I was in the 4th and 5th grade. But I think it had 23 videos. But I distinctly remember one time where I was at my aunt's house. I tried to verify my Google account, and that resulted in me losing my YouTube account. Because I was under the age of 13 back then. And I felt scared. I felt devastated. I felt so angry. I felt sad. Because, like, I did a lot of effort for that YouTube channel, you know. And I lost it. And now, I don't have that YouTube channel anymore. And, like, that was such a huge part of my childhood. Because I wanted to be a YouTuber back then. Like, for now in 2026, the dream would be a popular vlogger or TikToker. But back then, it was to be a huge YouTuber. Because I grew up with a tablet. Like, I was not an iPad kid because I had an Android tablet, but I guess you would consider an iPad kid, and I would watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that is actually how I learned how to speak English, like by watching YouTube videos. And I am so lucky because I still have one video. I have a copy, like just like a single video example of what my vlog would have been. And I will share it if I become popular, or like I feel like I have like people to share it to, but I feel like no one's gonna watch this podcast anyway. But that dream of becoming a YouTuber didn't die. I mean, until now I still have that dream, and look at me, I'm talking to you guys. But I feel like the problem with my dream of being a YouTuber is that I really forgot. I really forget the reason why these YouTubers became popular is because they were vulnerable. They were vulnerable in showing their truest, goofiest, and like authentic selves. And like, I'm scared to do that, because I'm a really, really self-conscious person, and I really think about how other people would see me, and like that would be a problem and for me to become a popular YouTuber. And that is what I'm trying to proactively act on by speaking in front of you guys in like this podcast way. But yeah, I'm literally recording on a 10-year-old laptop right now, so like forgive the video quality. I just wanted to have that old look, and I really like how it looks. Like, it really looks like an old video that you'd find while visiting your old home. Someday I'm gonna find this video and see the old version of me who's still struggling to figure it out, and in the future I would be like this really, really, I don't know if he's gonna be accomplished, but I just hope that he's happy. But I just hope that he doesn't have any regrets, the future me, and just tries to do the best thing that he can do. And maybe that's what I want to be. Maybe it's not just becoming a psychologist, but just like a person that lives life and doesn't regret any decision that he's made, because he knows that he chose that decision because it was the best decision. It was the better one to make. Don't you just love it when you look at the sky and like it's so clear? Like, it literally is so clear. Wait, let me adjust the laptop. So love it when the sky is like so clear. It was also one of my dreams to become an astronaut. I was so obsessed with the solar system back then, and I wanted to become an astronaut. But now I just aimed a little lower. Because I had learned that in order to become an astronaut, you need to be astronomically smart. And back then I already had self-awareness, and I was already self-conscious. And I knew I'm not smart. So that's why I aimed a little bit lower. Only superstars become astronauts. But I'm not a star, I'm a fucking supernova. So I don't I don't just shine. I burst. They say that supernovas are like the destruction of a star, but for me it's a rebirth. It's the combustion of your passion, your energy, and what you are. And yeah, I'm not a superstar. I'm a fucking supernova bit. I fucking ended. I just ended the recording, like the voice recording. I forgot I was like holding a microphone, not my phone. But yeah, I'm not a star. I'm not a superstar. I'm a supernova bitch. I am chaos. I am combustion. I am a burst of energy, personality, talent, charisma, energy, stage presence, or whatever it is that is so strong. I know I am that. And I may have sometimes weak. I may have times where I'm weak. But just know that when I am in my strongest element, I will burst. And I definitely will not disappoint. And hopefully that is a reminder for the future me. If you're feeling insignificant, if you're feeling weak, bitch, you are a star. You are amazing. Don't you ever fucking forget that.